after if you were to win the election, and what should remain the same at the board level from your perspective?
So I think going back to the security piece, that's something that needs to be changed for everybody. A lot of us grew up in times that were very different than they are now. And so prioritizing the security for the schools, we're having security audits that we have. We have our school KISD PD, but we do these audits where we go around and test different doors to make sure they're locked. We want secure vestibules so that you can't just come in to our campuses. These are things that we're focusing on, and it's really a cultural change because a lot of teachers and just community members are used to leaving a door propped open because they like the convenience. And so that's a focus that I think is going to take some time, but that we're really focused on, or I'm really focused on for this next term if I were to be elected.
I agree. I think like all our minds is security. I'd like to see that their training and constant training, because when I was in the military, we trained all the time so that if something happens, you react without having to think. You just react because you've done it so many times. I'd like to see that Klein ISD and our local PD and our teachers, everyone's involved in that training. I see my kids at school. I haven't heard or seen anything in the communication or anything as of yet. So for me, to get on with security is the front and foremost.
Security is number one in everybody's mind. And I think that's something that we can all agree on, and something that we can always be better at, because the times are the times. And I think that we have to do it as a team. We have to do it with parents, we have to do it with administration, we have to do it with teachers. We have to feel comfortable knowing that we are all safe. And that is not just in schools, it's everywhere. Right now, my son is by himself, okay? Everything's locked, there's an alarm on. But you know, back 10, 15 years ago, I didn't worry about it. I do now. And I think that that's the number one concern with everybody.
So what really needs to happen on these school boards is we can't just spend all of our time awarding ourselves and patting each other on the backs, which is what I see going on with Klein ISD School Board. If we want to make our schools safer, we need to talk about where the deficiencies are. And if we're not willing to talk about any deficiency and we just want to sweep things under the rug, we can't make meaningful changes to any of our districts. And none of the things that any of us are talking about up here will ever be accomplished because we're just going to pretend that everything's great and we're all just doing a great job and the school's doing great and everyone's doing great. And that's not going to do anything to help secure our schools. Or maybe meaningful change, but.
Actually, I'll wrap it just for a second. Thank you, candidates. We're trying to stay on our timeline that convenes